Hello, my friends. Here I am at night in the van, and I just need to get this content out to you. And I had a friend asking for it after I put the post on the channel, a post of a picture directly from one of Bearden's books, about these concepts of what comprises a photon and what comprises a graviton. So let's just jump right into it. And I've got the diagrams here in case I need to recheck to make sure, check for accuracy. So let's look first at translation. So translation is release of stress. And then we also have scalar potential. Which is stored stress. Like potential. But he refers to it as stress and translation. So we have translation, and we have scalar potential, which is it's basically this. Scalar potential is building up that stress, and then the translation is the release of that stress. So with the scalar potential, we have the energy going in like this. And then with this being the electron here. And with translation, we have two kinds of translation. So we have this is the electron, and it can move in a straight line like that, which would be a longitudinal wave, sometimes called scalar waves. And the electron can also move in sort of a curly Q path, which is what I've come to know as transverse wave. So the electron's traveling along this path here, and the energy is being dissipated perpendicular to the direction of the wave. So these two kinds of translation, which we've looked at before in terms of longitudinal waves and transverse waves. And then we have this scalar potential as like stored stress. Let me see if it's... So this is also the E field, he calls it. I can't tell you what that is yet. The E field. And this is the B field. You can see that I'm kind of going off the edge here. So that's that. So I just wanted to look at that first. So in the caption he has it as linear media translate horizontally, passing a frequency without changing it. Right here. So the frequency is going to pass without being changed at all, the longitudinal waves. Whereas here, with the transverse waves, we have the non-linear media translate vertically, changing a frequency that is passed to it. So here, the frequencies are shifting. Here, the frequency stays the same. And this has to do with harmonics as well. But we're not going to get into that right now because I can't guide you yet. So let's just go to the next part. I'm just going directly following his Gravitobiology book. And so next, this is a fun one here, okay? So we're going to look at, this is positive time, and here we have negative time. Negative time, gotta love it. You don't gotta love it, but I gotta love it. I do love it. And so here we have an electron, a virtual electron. There's a lot of virtual stuff Bearden's world, and in our world, I guess, too. But okay, so here we have our electrons. Now, this is an electron. Oh, they're not both electrons, I guess. This one here is an electron, so it's a negative charge. And it's moving forward in time. Now here, okay, so this is one. We call this lambda, which refers to the length of an oscillation. So this one here is called a positron. A positron is a negative charge moving backwards in time. The negative time stream that is a perfect mirror of our time stream, perfect mirror of our world, but everything is going in the opposite direction. But if we were in that time stream, we would look like we're going in the opposite direction. That time was flowing backwards for us from that perspective. So this is a negative charge. Moving backward in time. I'm doing the best I can, y'all. Hope this is okay. Yeah, how cool is that? That for an electron to exist in our reality, a positron exists in this parallel reality. And this is part of the whole antimatter concept. A lot of this science is learning what the words mean and knowing that there can be many synonyms for the same concept. There can be many different words to describe the same thing. Okay, so this whole thing right here is a photon. Photon. The construction of a photon is the whole thing, including the part that's going in negative time. Okay, now on to the next piece. And we just had to go over that first, but these are fundamental building blocks that it's like training to continue to be able to journey. It's like sometimes there's like necessary training to keep going. Because if I'm going to show you all stuff beyond this, we got to make sure we cover the basics, and that includes me making sure I've got it all keyed in. So now this is the fun part here. Well, it's all fun, but so here okay, so this here is a graviton, and this is this aspect is so this line right here indicates that same photon that we just looked at, the solid line. But then this right here, this is the antiphoton. So this is a proton has a spin 1, and the antiphoton has a spin 1. So this whole thing is a graviton that has spin 2. Okay, I'm not an expert by any means with this, but this is a coupled photon and antiphoton pair. So they're coupled together here. Two photons. Photon and an antiphoton. So from what I can tell, if you look at this diagram here, you can see how this is one photon, and then if we wanted to add that aspect in, we would add another component to it. As far as I know, right? This is little by little, but you know, I just kind of wanted to show this to you all, even though it's still early for me, what a graviton is. So, there you go. I just needed to get that out to you all. It's pretty raw. You know, this could be a lot more polished, but then it would take a lot more time and energy, and then it would delay getting it to you. And you, of course, can find Bearden's Gravitobiology. Let me just confirm that this is from, yeah, this is from Gravitobiology. So it is online somewhere in a PDF form. If you want to copy the PDF, you can email me. I'll put my email in the show notes, because I have a PDF that my friend sent me, and it's very hard to find this book in physical print copy anyway. Okay, hope that was good. Hope that was good enough for you all. There is a digital monitor that we're getting set up to be able to better spread this information. Some people I'm friends with that are also wanting to help teach the same science, and I'm learning a lot from them, and they're learning from me, and this is all cutting edge stuff in a lot of ways, you all. Not many people that know Bearden's work. Even in this small community of people that I'm in that are looking at this stuff, some of them have not really taken the time to look at it. So I definitely hope to get into Whittaker's material as well, because Bearden references him a lot, and Whittaker waves and the work he did. So really looking forward to finding out more about Whittaker and his contributions. But there you have it for now. We have the electron and the positron, we have the photon and the antiphoton coupling together to create a graviton. And this coupling and decoupling of photons in the virtual realm is what generates a lot of the physical reality. So there's a lot of virtual stuff going on when we look at those fundamental layers, which helps us better comprehend how this is a holographic reality as well. So, okay, so much love, sparkly, beautiful pixels of light that you are. Thank you for joining again, and I will see you all soon. Take care.